Paul Heyman was thrust back into the Bloodline storyline on the most recent SmackDown episode of WW as Roman Reigns tried to get in touch with his wise men. But Heyman's phone was disconnected, so the original tribal chief couldn't get in touch with him. The renowned manager's alleged betrayal of Reigns has ignited fan curiosity. Big Bronson Reed, who weighs 330 pounds, may have already sided with Heyman, according to an interview that has reappeared online. As of late, the Auszilla has become the fifth member of Solo Sikoa's SmackDown group to face the Og Bloodline in the War Games match. Some months ago, the Australian Beast was interviewed by Chris Van Vliet for Insight, and in the discussion, they discussed his future intentions. Working backstage with Triple H and Paul Heyman were names he brought up, and he admitted his desire to stay in the main event environment. Because of this allusion to Heyman, many have speculated that the Wiseman had a key role in introducing Reed to the Bloodline story. A lot of people think the Hall of Famer was the one who really pushed Solo Sikoa to hire the King of Monsters. If this hypothesis is correct, Heyman may make a triumphant return to SmackDown, only to unveil Bronson Reed as his new client and betray Roman Reigns. He may even say that the 59-year-old was instrumental in getting Reed to participate in the next War Games match. This perspective would take Bronson's profession to the next level, while also adding a surprising turn to the continuing Bloodline story. However, this is all conjecture at this point in time. There has been a sea shift in Bronson Reed's schedule as of late. Several prominent WWE stars have been engaged in high-profile brawls with the Raw superstar, who is now feuding with Seth Rollins. Forming an alliance with Paul Heyman may be the ideal step for Reed to take in order to further enhance his profile. The illustrious manager has been instrumental in boosting the careers of several wrestlers. Heyman is heavily involved in even Roman Reigns' spectacular climb to fame. It is difficult to see the OTC achieving the level of fame he has achieved in the last 4 years without from Paul Heyman's mentorship. In light of this, a collaboration between Heyman and Reed has the potential to revolutionize WWE's future and Reed's career. One of the main reasons Roman Reigns has been so dominant in WWE is because of Paul Heyman, the wise man of the Bloodline. Heyman, in his role as the astute spokesperson for the tribal chief, has brought Reigns' persona to legendary stature and crafted a storyline that is unparalleled in wrestling history. Having Heyman betray Roman Reigns would be one of the most unexpected turns that WWE could pull off, but then again, wrestling is all about surprises. Furthermore, teaming up with a 330-pound monster like Heyman's new client has the potential to rock the WWE to its foundations. This imagined betrayal may be the seismic event that reinvigorates the Bloodline story and sets a new monster as the future of the corporation, especially with Survivor Series, War Games around the way. Let's take a closer look at the possible consequences, rationale, and trajectory of this possible detour for WWE. While the Bloodline plot is still interesting, it is beginning to show its age. Cracks have appeared in Roman Reigns' empire due to Jey Uso's betrayal, Jimmy Uso's internal strife, and Solo Sikoa's increasing independence. Reigns may have held on to the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but he is losing support among his side. Always one to seize opportunities, Paul Heyman is notorious for forming alliances with powerful groups. Heyman has a long history of using betrayals to propel his clients to superstardom, including Brock Lesnar and CM Punk. It would be consistent with Heyman's persona for him to seek out a new dominating force, to align himself with a terrifying, unstoppable client capable of challenging even Reigns' dominance if he feels the Bloodline's fall. A 330-pound monster has entered the fray, ready to wreak havoc with his physical prowess and maybe become WWE's next great thing. If this happens, it will shock the WWE Universe and make Survivor Series even more exciting to watch. There are a number of wrestlers on the roster that might be considered for this position, Consider these exceptional choices. Bryant Bronson. Bronson Reed is very well suited for the part due to his powerful 330-pound physique and commanding presence in the ring. Although Reed has made a remarkable comeback to WWE, teaming up with Heyman has the potential to propel him into the conversation for main events. A new unbeatable force might be born from the union of Heyman's promotional prowess and Reed's raw brawn. Odyssey. The Journey. Once again, Odyssey Jones is a towering figure with enormous promise. Although he is only a rookie on the main roster, Jones has the physical attributes and magnetic personality to become a superstar in the making at WWE. He may be able to reach his full potential more quickly with Heyman's advice. 3. A renegade iconic figure. This may be the perfect chance for WWE to bring back a former superstar. Heyman has the ability to rebrand opponents like Braun Strowman or Lars Sullivan as formidable forces under his guidance, shocking fans in the process. For a long time, Survivor Series has played host to shocking turns of events. The event has a reputation for producing unforgettable events, including as The Rock's 1998 heel turn and The Undertaker's 1990 debut. It's possible that Heyman may betray us in this way. 1. The Installation. Opposing group is going to challenge the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and maybe another ally in a War Games bout. Teams put their allegiances to the test, and players take a beating in the contest. As the story of his increasing alienation from the Bloodline progresses, Reigns' open dissatisfaction with his squad continues. 2. The Moment of Truth. At the peak of the match, Heyman seems to help Reigns out by giving him a steel chair or some other weapon. Although Heyman might have helped, he instead orders his latest client, a monster like Bronson Reed, to storm the cage and assault Reigns. The treachery would rock the WWE Universe to its core and put Reigns in danger of losing. 3. What came next? Astonished spectators watch as the new customer crushes Reigns. According to Heyman's vicious promo, the Bloodline has fallen apart, and WWE needs a new tribal chief immediately. This may lead up to a huge conflict between Reigns and Heyman's new client, which might end at WrestleMania. First, revamping the Bloodline plot. Despite being WWE's most interesting storyline for the last 3 years, the Bloodline might require a new perspective to continue to remain relevant. An unexpected turn of events might revitalize the story if Heyman betrayed the protagonist. 2. A rising star. In the past, emerging stars have found great success by aligning with Heyman. A number of Heyman's clients have risen to the pinnacle of WWE, including Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. With Heyman at the helm, a brand new monster has the potential to become a formidable force in the main event in no time. 3. Getting WrestleMania hallowed. WWE is in need of blockbuster bouts as WrestleMania season approaches. A storyline between Roman Reigns and Heyman's new client, with Heyman portraying the cunning genius, has the potential to steal the show as we approach the year's most anticipated event. 4. Revitalizing Reigns' persona. Being the head of the table has made Roman Reigns almost unbeatable. Reigns will be compelled to undergo captivating character development in the event that Heyman betrays him, hence removing his air of invincibility. Although the thought of Heyman betraying Reigns is enticing, it comes with some dangers, endangering the legacy of the Bloodline. Among the most successful groups in WWE history is the Bloodline. Its legacy might be ruined by a badly carried out treachery. Inadequately revealing. Although Heyman is skilled at betraying, this tactic might get monotonous if not executed imaginatively. Veracity of the new client. The credibility and charm of Heyman's new client are crucial to the success of this approach. The whole plot might be derailed by one ill-cast customer. It will take careful preparation for WWE to pull off this loop. Long-term reservations. subtly set the stage for Heyman's treachery in the weeks before Survivor Series. Sow discord among the Bloodline members and hint at Heyman's discontent. Impressive debut for the new customer. In order to show their trustworthiness, the new customer has to make an initial effect by dominating Reigns and others. After his betrayal, Heyman should provide compelling promotional material that is both personal and incisive, providing insight into his intentions and the plot.